The sky above Harza Moon was always gray, with soft winds blowing across the forest hills. The silence was broken by the sound of something falling fast. A small human ship tore through the clouds and crashed deep into the woods, sending up smoke and fire. Inside the wrecked ship, Cal groaned and pulled himself free from the broken seat. His head hurt, and his arm was bleeding. He blinked, looked around, and tried to get the emergency system working. Sparks flew. Nothing worked. He was alone, stranded. No signal. The moon was not supposed to have any life. Just trees, rocks, and old legends. He took a deep breath and grabbed his emergency bag. He had food for 3 days, a medkit, and a tool for defense. He walked out of the smoking ship into the cold air. His plan was simple: find shelter, stay alive, and hope someone picks up his last distress signal. As he moved through the thick trees, he heard something strange. Soft footsteps, like something small was following him. He turned quickly. There, behind a tree, was a child, not human, small body, glowing teal eyes, light purple skin, and strange hair that floated a little in the air. The child looked scared, but curious. "Hello," Cal said carefully, raising both hands to show he meant no harm. The child blinked. "You're not supposed to be here." Cal smiled. "Yeah, I figured that out." The child stepped closer. "You're human, are you?" "Dangerous only to broken machines," Cal said with a soft laugh. "What's your name?" "Euro," the child said. "I live in the forest village, but my foot, it hurts." Cal knelt down and noticed a deep cut on Euro's ankle. Without waiting, he opened his medkit, cleaned the wound, and wrapped it. "Gently, better?" he asked. Euro nodded. "Yes, thank you. You're not like the stories." "What stories?" "The ones that say humans bring fire and pain." Cal shook his head. "I'm just an engineer. I fix things. I don't even carry a weapon." Euro stared at him, then, after a long pause, said, "Come with me. My mom will know what to do." Cal followed the child deeper into the woods, surprised at how well hidden the path was. After half an hour, they reached a village built into the trees, small houses, glowing lanterns, and quiet faces turned to watch them. Cal felt their eyes on him. He stood still, waiting. A tall alien woman stepped forward. She had the same purple skin, but her eyes held more fire. Her hair shimmered like the wind. Her clothes were simple, but she walked like someone who had seen pain and kept going. "Euro," she said firmly, "why did you bring him here?" "He helped me," Euro said. "He's kind." The woman looked at Cal. "Human, you are not. Welcome here." "I understand," Cal said softly. "I only came because Euro asked. I don't mean any harm." The village elders arrived. They spoke in their own language, and one of them pointed at Cal's arm. The bleeding had started. Again. The tall woman sighed. "Come, let me fix that." Cal followed her into a small hut. It smelled like herbs and warm wood. She cleaned his wound in silence, wrapped it well, then handed him a cup of warm drink. "You saved my child," she said at last. "I owe you?" "You don't," Cal replied. "I just did what anyone should do." "You're wrong," she said. "Most wouldn't." "What's your name?" Cal asked. "Selani." "Thank you, Selani." She looked at him without smiling. "Don't expect comfort. You will stay here tonight, but tomorrow the council will decide what to do with you." "Fair enough," Cal said. Outside, Euro peeked through the doorway and smiled. "Mom, can he stay forever?" "No," Selani said quickly. "But go sleep," she told him. Cal chuckled. "He's got a big heart." Selani didn't answer. That night, Cal sat alone in a corner of the hut. He thought about Earth, about the empty life he left behind. No family, no ties, just machines, stars, and silence. This place, it was strange, but it felt alive. The next morning, Cal woke up early and helped some villagers fix a broken water pump. They watched him work with quiet surprise. By noon, he was helping them repair 3 more devices they had abandoned years ago. Euro followed him around, full of questions. "Do you eat grass?" "No." "Do you sleep upside down?" "Not unless the bed is broken." "Do you?" "Like my mom." Cal paused. Your mom is strong and smart. So, do you want to marry her? Cal blinked. Wait, what? Yero looked serious. She's always sad. You make her laugh, and you fix her window. That means something in our village. Cal laughed awkwardly. It's not that simple. Just then, Selani appeared behind them. She had heard everything. Her eyes widened, and her face turned a soft color of red. Yero, she said sharply. Stop speaking nonsense. It's not nonsense, Yero said. I want him to be part of our family. Selani took Yero's hand and pulled him away, leaving Cal standing there, feeling more confused than ever. That evening, the village held a small gathering. The council had seen Cal's work and decided he could stay only for a short time under Selani's watch. Cal accepted. He didn't have much choice, but deep inside, a part of him was happy. As he sat near the fire with Yero and Selani sitting nearby, he heard the boy whisper, He's perfect, Mom. Don't mess this up. Selani didn't answer, but she didn't move away either. And for the first time in a long while, Cal didn't feel lost. The next morning, Cal woke up to soft light shining through the wooden walls of the hut. The sounds of the village waking up filled the air, birds chirping, children laughing, and the light tapping of feet on dirt paths. It was strange, yet calming. For the first time in weeks, he had slept well. Outside, Yero waited for him, already bouncing with excitement. Come on, the child said, grabbing Cal's hand. We have things to do. Cal smiled and followed him out. Slow down, buddy. I only have one pair of legs. We're going to the workshop, Yero said proudly. The elder said you could help fix the old heater. They reached a small building filled with dusty parts and broken tools. Cal rolled up his sleeves and got to work, showing the villagers how to clean wires, repair circuits, and check for energy flow. They watched closely, amazed that he could bring life back to machines they thought were dead. Selani arrived later, carrying a basket of fruit and tea. She set it down near Cal without saying much. Thank you, Cal said softly. She nodded but didn't look him in the eye. Her cheeks had a faint blush, and she quickly turned to help another villager. As the sun climbed higher, Cal paused to wipe sweat from his forehead. He glanced at Selani, who was now helping a young girl with a basket of seeds. She works harder than everyone, he said to Yero. She has to, Yero replied. She's the strongest, Cal nodded. I can see that. So, Yero whispered, have you thought about it? Thought about what? Marrying her. Cal nearly dropped his tool. Yero, we just met. So? I like you. She likes you. That's how it works, Cal chuckled. Things are a bit more complicated where I'm from. Why? Because we take time. We get to know each other. We talk. We learn. Boring. Yero said with a sigh. Hey, Cal smiled. Some things are worth waiting for. Before Yero could say more, a loud shout came from the far side of the village. A group of villagers ran toward the forest. Selani rushed past Cal without a word. Cal followed at the edge of the trees. They found an old villager trapped under a fallen branch. Selani was already kneeling beside him, trying to lift the heavy wood. Cal ran forward and helped her together. They moved the branch and pulled the elder out. He was hurt but alive. Selani turned to Cal, breathing hard. Thank you. You're welcome, he said. We made a good team. For a moment, they just looked at each other. No words. Just quiet understanding. Back in the village, the healer treated the elder. The council praised Cal and Selani for their fast action. Later, as they walked back to their huts, Cal spoke. You're brave, he said. I had no choice, she replied. That elder saved my life once. Now you saved his. She glanced at him. You are not what I expected, Cal. Is that a good thing? I'm not sure yet. They walked in silence for a while. Then she asked, why did you come to this part of space? I was fixing a comms relay. It was supposed to be a 2-day mission. The storm pulled me down. Now I'm here. Do you want to leave? I don't know, Cal said honestly. This place is peaceful. She nodded. Peace is rare. Do you want me to leave? Selani looked at him, her eyes unreadable. I don't know either. That night, Euro sat between them at the fire. He told stories about village life, about the games he played and the stars he wished on. Cal listened, smiling. After Euro fell asleep in his lap, Cal gently carried him to Selani's hut. She opened the door and let them in. Cal laid the boy on his soft bed and pulled a blanket over him. Selani stood nearby, arms crossed, watching them. "He likes you," she said. "I like him too." Cal replied, "He's been alone since his father passed. He never spoke much after that, until now. Yes, with you." He laughs again. Cal turned to her. "He's special. He thinks you are too." "What about you?" he asked, his voice quiet. Selani didn't answer at first. Then she whispered, "I don't know how to feel." "That's okay," Cal said. "We don't need to rush anything. Our kind bonds deeply," she said. "It's not just words, it's life. Same for us." Cal nodded. "Maybe we're not so different." For the first time, Selani gave him a small smile. "You should rest," she said. "Good night, Selani." "Good night, Cal." He stepped out into the cool night air, his mind spinning. He had come to this moon as a stranger. Now, he wasn't sure he wanted to leave. The stars above were bright and silent. Cal looked up and whispered, "What am I getting myself into?" He didn't have the answer, but he knew one thing: something special was beginning here. Cal spent the next few days fixing old machines and helping with repairs around the village. His skills impressed the elders. Most of the villagers still watched him from a distance, but they no longer looked at him with fear. He had become a quiet part of their daily life. Euro followed him everywhere. He asked questions about Earth, about ships, about what humans eat and how they sleep. Cal answered each one with a smile. "Have you ever seen a real dragon?" Euro asked once. "Only in books," Cal replied. "Books? Yes, they're like little boxes full of stories. We have story stones," Euro said proudly. "Then we're not so different." One afternoon, Cal and Selani worked together near the village wall. A section had started to crack, and they were sealing it with stone glue. The sun was warm, and birds chirped in the trees. Selani handed Cal a smooth stone. "You work fast. I've had practice," he said, taking it from her. "I used to fix things back on Earth. Broken pipes, old lights, even food printers." "You're not a soldier." "No," he said. "Just a fixer." She looked at him quietly for a moment. "That's good. What about you?" Cal asked. "You're a healer." "I learned from my mother," she said, "and when she passed, I became the village's caretaker." "You must carry a lot of weight." "I do, but I don't mind." They finished their work and sat down on a flat stone nearby. For the first time, it felt like they weren't just working. They were talking. Cal looked at her. "Do you ever think about leaving this place?" "Why would I?" she asked. "I don't know. To explore. To see what's out there." "My world is here," she said. "My son. My people." Cal nodded. "Makes sense." She looked at him and said, "What about you? If a ship came tomorrow, would you leave?" Cal paused. "A week ago, yes. Now, I'm not sure." Euro came, running toward them, carrying a small bundle. "Mom, Cal, look." He opened the bundle and revealed a strange, glowing crystal. "Where did you get that?" Selani asked. "Near the cave path. It was just sitting there." Selani looked worried. "That place is not safe, Euro. You know the rules." "I'm sorry," Euro said. Lowering his head, Cal placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. "It's okay. Let's just be careful next time." Selani took the crystal and looked at Cal. "These stones can be dangerous. They react to energy. You shouldn't touch them unless you know how." "Noted," Cal said with a nod. As the sun set, Cal walked with Euro through the village. They passed glowing lanterns and peaceful homes. The smell of warm food filled the air. "You're staying longer, right?" Euro asked. "Looks like it." "Good," Euro said. "Because I think Mom likes you now." Cal smiled. "What makes you think that?" "She made your tea sweeter today." "That's your proof." And she looked at you. Not just with her eyes, with her heart. Cal stopped walking. "Euro, that's a big thing to say." "It's true, and I want her to be happy." "You're a good son." "I'm just smart." Later that night, Cal sat outside his hut. looking at the stars. Selani approached quietly and sat beside him. "You're making people nervous," she said softly. "Me?" "Yes, you fix things too fast. You ask too many questions. Some think you're not really a human. Maybe a spy." Cal laughed. "I'm not smart enough to be a spy." She smiled faintly. "I don't believe them. But still, you should be careful. Thanks for the warning. You're welcome." They sat in silence for a while. Then Cal said, "You ever wonder what makes people connect? Why some get close and others don't?" "It depends," Selani replied. "On trust, on time, and sometimes something deeper." "You think that's happening here?" She looked at him. "Maybe." The wind blew gently between them. Cal turned to her and said, "If Euro hadn't found me, where would I be now?" "Lost," she answered. "And if I had left the next day, what would you have done?" "Forgotten you," she said, then added quietly, "Maybe." Cal smiled. "You're honest. I like that. Then don't ask questions you don't want answers to." "Fair enough." Selani stood up. "Good night, Cal." "Good night, Selani," as she walked away. Cal felt something shift inside him. This village, this quiet world, had started to feel more like home than anywhere else he'd been. And deep down, he knew the truth he didn't want to leave. The village was quiet early that morning, soft light filtering through the trees. Cal woke to the sounds of the forest waking up around him. He stretched and prepared for the day ahead. He had grown used to the rhythm here, the slow, careful pace of life that respected every breath of nature. As he stepped outside, Euro was already waiting. "Today is special," the child said with a big grin. "We have the star dance tonight." Cal laughed. "Star dance?" "Yes, it's when we celebrate the stars that watch over us. The whole village comes together. You should come." "I wouldn't miss it," Cal said. Through the day, Cal helped with small repairs and spent time with Selani. They moved in quiet comfort around each other, sharing tasks without many words. Sometimes a glance would hold more meaning than 1,000 spoken sentences. Near midday, the village council gathered. They had invited Cal to speak. It was unusual for a human to be part of their decisions. Cal stood before the group, nervous but steady. "I'm grateful for your kindness," he began. "Your world is beautiful and your people strong. I want to help protect it as long as I stay." An elder spoke. "We see your heart, human, but others in the galaxy may not. Rumors of humans as conquerors still spread." Cal nodded. "I understand, but I am not like those stories. I want peace." The council listened. Then a woman with bright eyes said, "We will watch you, but we welcome your help." After the meeting, Selani approached Cal. "You did well. Thanks. It's not easy being different. Sometimes being different is a gift." That afternoon, Cal and Selani walked near the river. The water was clear and cold, running over smooth stones. "Do you miss Earth?" she asked. "Sometimes," he said. "But I think I'm finding a new home here." She smiled softly. "That makes me happy." Euro ran up to them, carrying a bundle of flowers. "Mom, Cal, look what I found." They sat by the river, placing the flowers in the water. The petals floated gently downstream, catching the last light of the sun. As the day turned to night, the village gathered for the star dance. Lanterns glowed, and music filled the air. Children ran and played, elders told stories, and everyone shared food and laughter. Cal stood beside Selani, watching Euro dance with the other children. His heart felt full. During the dance, Euro tugged at Cal's hand. "Come with me." He followed the child to a quiet hill where the stars shone brighter than anywhere else. "This is my favorite place," Euro said. "I like to think the stars are watching us." Double quotes. Cal looked up. The sky was filled with shining lights, endless and mysterious. "Do you believe in destiny?" Euro asked suddenly. Cal smiled. "I think we make our own destiny. But what if destiny chooses us?" Cal looked at Selani nearby. She was watching them, her face calm but thoughtful. "Maybe destiny brought you here," Cal said softly. Euro nodded. "I hope so." After the dance, Cal and Selani walked back to their huts. The air was cool, and the forest quiet. "You know," Selani said, "Euro wants you to stay." Cal laughed. I've noticed. He's a good judge of people, he is, and maybe he's right. Solani stopped and looked at him. Are you ready to face the galaxy again? Not yet, Cal said. Not while I have a family here. She smiled, her eyes shining. Then stay a little longer. Cal felt. Warmth spread through him. He reached out and took her hand gently. Thank you for trusting me, he said. And thank you for healing more than just machines, she replied. As they walked, Cal thought about the future. The galaxy was wide and full of dangers. But here, on Harza Moon, he had found something rare. Hope, and maybe, just maybe, love. The morning sun rose gently over Harza Moon, casting warm light on the peaceful village. Cal woke with a calm heart, feeling more at home than ever before. The days here had changed him. The quiet kindness, the strong bonds, and the simple joys had filled a space he didn't know was empty. As he stepped outside, Euro ran up to him, eyes bright with excitement. Cal, the Galactic Fleet ship is here, Euro said, barely able to stand still. Cal's heart sank. He had hoped the day wouldn't come so soon. They're here to take you back, Euro added. But I don't want you to leave. Cal knelt and hugged the boy. I don't want to go either. Soon, the sound of engines filled the sky. A sleek silver ship landed near the village edge. Soldiers in shining armor stepped out. Scanning the area. The village grew quiet as Cal met the fleet captain. The captain was polite but firm. Cal, your mission is complete. The council requests your return to Earth. Cal nodded. Thank you. But I've found something here. A family. Solani appeared beside him, her eyes strong. We will miss you. Cal looked at her, then at Euro. This place has changed me. But my duty calls. Maybe your duty can change, Solani said softly. Cal smiled sadly. I wish it could. The fleet captain spoke again. We cannot delay. Come with us. Double quotes. Cal took one last look at the village, the faces of friends. The trees, the stars above. Euro grabbed his hand. Please don't go. Cal knelt down. I promise, I will come back. The ship's crew signaled. Cal turned and boarded. As the ship lifted off, Cal watched Harza Moon grow smaller beneath him. His heart was heavy, but hope stayed alive. Days later, Cal stood before Earth's command. He told them about the village, the people, and the peace he found. His words surprised many. They began to see humans not as conquerors, but as healers and friends. Cal asked for a new mission, a chance to protect places like Harza Moon, to build bridges instead of walls. Back on Harza Moon, Solani and Euro waited beneath the stars, knowing that one day Cal would return. And when he did, their family would be stronger than ever.